Whoops. Sorry about that. We're keeping this because we're on the draw. It has turn 2 Ruined Halo and Banishing Lights, as well as turn 3 Blood Moon. If we draw land, which could be very good. I don't even know if this is Scape Shift or Turbo Twin. Could be Turbo Twin yet again. I don't know. We'll see. Gavany Township. I don't even know what's going on right now. I mean, clearly our opponent is 4 colors. I'll discard and assemble. It's not worth playing anything before we know what's up. Clearly our opponent is 4 colors, but I don't know what's going on over there as far as what they're actually playing. Discarded Glenalendra Archmage, so some version of Kiki Pod without the pod? Oh, I didn't mean to play that. I meant to play Blood Moon. I am spacey, I guess. That was really dumb. Meant to play the Blood Moon. But if they tap out for something, yeah, Blood Moon's gonna get it done. We have just so many resources here that I'm not worried about. Not worried about wasting a Banishing Light. Porphyry nodes will dismantle pretty much everything. Ruined Halo. Is this a counterspell? So you're playing counterspells and Glenalendra Archmages in your Voice of Resurgence deck. This is extremely strange. It's like someone literally took a birthing pod deck and replaced the birthing pods with remands, apparently. Alright, well, I'm not going to walk into that remand again right now. It's too big of a loss of tempo. So we're going to just play Porphyry Nodes X2 and chip the turn back so that our opponent can get some so we can get actually some much needed shrinkage of our opponent's board. Gotta keep him down. They can deal 6 this turn if they decide to township, but that leaves them entirely vulnerable to Blood Moon, which I would not advise. Okay. They don't have triple red for Kiki Jiki. Alright, so we're going to destroy the token and the voice. Wait, what? Oh, how did that work? I do not understand. Oh, it's not, there's no intervening if clause. I needed to destroy the voice first, then whatever else. That makes sense. The Porphyry nodes get sacrificed. The trigger happens whenever, just whenever there are no creatures on the battlefield. But it doesn't matter if a creature returns to the battlefield or enters the battlefield before Porphyry nodes actually is sacrificed. It still gets sacrificed no matter what. Eternal Witness getting back Eternal Witness, which is effectively getting back Rancor. Alright, well, let's cast something that will force them to counter. Or which is effectively getting back Remand. Sorry, not Rancor. Okay. So I get attacked for 5. Ghostly person gets remanded again. I get attacked for 7 and die. Seems like the plan. Okay. So now we can just Ruined Halo. And if Remand happens, we still die. Because of Gavany Township. And we have to shock with Sacred Foundry. If I hadn't made that blunder with Porphyry nodes, we would be okay, but we're not, so. Sorry about all that. This was not a good match for me, I guess. Or not a good game. Just wasn't playing my best. Apparently. So, activate Township, 4 and 1 makes 5. I'm dead. We'll sideboard. Hopefully I can get more traction in sideboarding. We'll bring in Porphyry nodes, Pyroclasms, Day of Judgment, maybe Timely Reinforcements, I'm not sure. We can take out the ley lines. Those don't seem relevant at all. Blood Moon seems extremely relevant. We can take out 1 Ruined Halo, I guess. Then we have Rest in Peace, which seems somewhat relevant. Yeah, I think we have enough. We saw enough that Rest in Peace is better than Ruined Halo. And we'll go with this. I would like to play first. This hand is extremely capable. If they don't have a turn 1 Thoughtseize or discard spell, they're gonna have problems. Turn 1 Mana Dork is fine, but then it has to... Oh, no, they need turn 2 interaction, excuse me. Planes, nodes. It'll delay killing the Hierarch. Like, killing the Hierarch. Nodes relevant to Path, with 1 target. It's delayed by a full turn, but it doesn't let your opponent search out a land. Nodes with multiple targets, nodes will eventually deal with all of them, but it's very slow again, and you deal with the smallest first. So it definitely has drawbacks and benefits compared to something like a Path. Oh, excellent. So we draw the second Blood Moon, so we can cast the first with impunity, even if something like, yeah, any counterspell I don't care about because we have the second one. Birds of Paradise can't hold up a counterspell. Spell Skite. Okay. I'm just going to resolve Blood Moon. And then, basically, no matter what they play, I have Pyroclasm. Okay, basic planes. Kitchen Finks is fine, I guess. I'm not under a tremendous amount of pressure. If my opponent puts counters, then that's an issue. So I'm just going to Pyroclasm right now. Yeah. I have to Pyroclasm to keep him off of... Oh, Township's a mountain. And I'm still not playing tremendously well because I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys, but I'm catching most of the lines, most of the mistakes I make after I make them, which should at least help you guys get a sense of how the deck is supposed to be played, even if I'm not playing it optimally. Alright. We're not under much pressure, so we're just going to name cons and draw a bunch of cards. Eventually be able to answer the Finks and the Skite. Or Restoration Angel happens. So now I really need to draw into a Wrath, or I'm going to have a significant amount of trouble. We don't have double white, unfortunately. So we can go ahead and nodes and cast this backup Blood Moon and ship the turn. And nodes should help because I get to Banishing Light the Restoration Angel next turn. And as long as my opponent doesn't have another Restoration Angel, I'll be fine. Don't have double white for Day of Judgment, unfortunately, so going to banish. Actually, we're going to banish the Kitchen Finks so that when Porphyry Nodes destroys the Restoration Angel, it actually destroys it instead of going halfway, dying. Yep. Okay. So Porphyry Nodes goes away. I'll exile Temple of Triumph, which is a tapped land, so I'll play it. And then we get to play an Outpost Siege on cons. We should be good. Excellent. Prairie, Temple. Oh, I played a land from my hand. Shouldn't have done that. Again, not really thinking the best. Don't know what's going on with me right now, but the great thing about these videos is that even if they're not, even if I'm not making the best decisions, they're still very good in terms of information about the deck and about the right plays, because you still see the decision point, and then you can identify where I made a mistake. I'm going to get the Sphere of Safety here because I want to make sure that end of turn resto doesn't kill me. That's like my opponent's only out. Is end of turn Restoration Angel, untap, kill me. Hopefully I hit a basic plains or something of the sort. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Well, Rest in Peace is not something I necessarily care about playing, but Ghostly Prison is. I don't need to jam the Sphere of Safety yet. Wow, the other Rest in Peace. Alright. I drew Day of Judgment. So now I'm going to jam the Sphere of Safety. Unfortunately, because I should have played it last turn, it means that I can't play the third Outpost Siege this turn, but that's just icing on the cake at this point. Magic lesson for you guys. You can play as badly as you want when the game is impossible to lose. Alright, opponent scoops, yeah. So what I should have done last turn was play Sphere, just because it's more expensive. So that if I reveal, like, say, Outpost Siege, I can play Siege and Ghostly Prison. And we're good. Now here, pretty sure my configuration is correct. So we'll go ahead and submit this. This hand seems fine on the draw. We have Day of Judgment, which is huge against this deck. Just a straight up Wrath is big. We draw another Assembled Legion. That could be problematic. Opponent doesn't have a turn 1 mana dork, though. They're fetching basics to play around Blood Moon, but that's fine. If they don't have any acceleration, then you know, it's fine for them to be fetching awkwardly. Like, the threat of Blood Moon is going to slow them down, even if the actual Blood Moons don't. And we don't necessarily have to lock them out, because we have, with Blood Moon, because we have Day of Judgment, and, well, all sorts of things, really. Okay, Spellskite is fine. Just need to draw another land, please, because, I mean, I gave myself, 3 draw steps to hit another land. And 2 of them have come up empty, so then the third one hopefully will be alright, but it's not, yeah. It was improbable after the first 2 failed that the third one would succeed just because of basic math. Rest in Peace is nice. It'll make this Day of Judgment more impactful if I ever get to cast it. Alright. Excellent. Finally. Okay. I'm under no pressure. We'll just... No. We're going to Banishing Light. I want to keep double white in case I draw another non-basic and I have to cast Day of Judgment. And of course we're going to target the voice. Opponent will redirect to Spellskite, and everything will be fine. Or not redirect to Spellskite. Okay. Well, I don't have anything that I really care about, like Spellskite redirecting, so... Suppression Field seems great. Opponent can actually start to attack with Spellskite now that they have Township. But they have to activate it right now. Or counter Suppression Fields. They're going to counter Suppression Field, that's fine. Means Blood Moon's more likely to resolve. And cut them off of everything but... But man, is this an Eternal Witness? Please don't cast Eternal Witness. Alright. I'm going to Idyllic Tutor. Wow, it resolves, okay. Think we want another Suppression Field. And I'll pass the turn. Restoration Angel? Certainly. Again, not under pressure. I don't really care about Angel or Spellskite or anything like that. Honestly, not an issue. Might become an issue in a few turns when I can't find another land, but it's not an issue right now. Opponent tries to... Okay, another Restoration Angel. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell for this Day of Judgment, because then things could get hairy. Still can't cast Blood Moon because It reduces my outs for Day of Judgment by a ton. But now they still can't activate Township. They don't need to kill me in 2 turns, so... Need 1... Alright, well, we're dead. I played that match awfully. And got punished in game 2. No. Got punished in game 1. Didn't get punished in game 2. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll have one more match, I think. So, stay tuned.